All righty, let's go ahead and begin with today's workshop. I want to thank all you for joining us today. We're going to talk about how to get leads using your GBP for your excavation and septic services. And so let's go ahead and dive right into this, guys. I see people are starting to come in. That's awesome. Want to give a shout out to Jason, Jay Sean, Jordy, Workington, Caden, Tucker. Got some people joining by phone. We are live on Facebook. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we'll go ahead and get the ball rolling on this. So this workshop is 7 easy ways excavation and septic pros can get quality Google business leads. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And if you've been following us each and every month, Excavation Marketing Pros has been going over ways to boost your business using our digital dominance method. And this encompasses everything that you see on this graph, from search engine optimization to paid ads to remarketing to using online directories to using your own customers for repeat and referral business to buying leads to putting out media and content and different types of referral programs. So let's go ahead and talk about this one, which is going to be using your GBP. And my promise to you is by the end of this full webinar, you'll have a complete understanding of proven best practices, how to rank page 1 in Google Maps, which is now called Google Business Profile. And you're going to know how to generate quality leads from this workshop and maximize your lead flow. So why am I doing this? Well, I believe in reciprocity. Basically, you may not need our services right now, but maybe sometime in the future you will, or maybe you have a friend that might need some help with this. In any case, by showing you how to do this, I'm sure that it's going to be helpful and it's all going to come back in the end. So I'm not worried about it. All righty. So let's go ahead and keep going. So I do need your attention, guys. I know some of you are listening to us while on the excavator. Some of you are in your office. Some of you may be driving, and that's cool. But what I want to focus on here is, focus on this time. It is your time to focus on your business. And so pat yourself on the back for getting this far, being here, and actually taking this moment to focus on driving your business forward. So if you're an excavation or septic business owner and you're serious about getting better quality leads and sales, the next 60 minutes will change your life. And here's what we're going to cover today. We've got new info as of August for this month of 2024. I'm going to show you 7 foolproof ways to get high quality excavating or septic leads using your Google Business Profile, formerly known as Google Maps. We're going to reveal our 4-step formula for getting your excavation or septic business ranked on the Google Map in the most competitive markets. You can copy and paste this over for your own business. We're going to talk about ranking the key ingredient for a top 3 listing, known as in the 3-pack, and how to leverage it for great long-term results for your business. And we're going to be talking about a lead tactic that will no longer work. Some of you may be using this right now and you are relying on it for your bread and butter. Ooh, I'm sorry, it's going away. Plus, I'm going to show you how to get your free Google Business Profile Easy Verify guide. If you even have trouble getting on the maps, which a lot of people have a hard time doing that, I'm going to give you a free document showing how to easily breeze through the verification process, as well as a maximum lead flow checklist. So you're going to learn the latest updates with the Google Maps listing, 5 of the biggest issues that could be preventing you from ranking right now. So you might get an aha moment of, oh my gosh, I can just change this thing and now I'm going to rank. Plus our proven model for ranking in a 3-pack. And we're going to also show you the best tools to systematize and automate the heavy lifting. So who am I? Why should you listen to me? Well, my name is Scott Andreessen, and I am CEO of a company called Excavation Marketing Pros. And for 14 years, I've been working with outdoor construction contractors. And in 2022, we shifted to only work with excavation and septic businesses. I'm published author of a book called Excavation and Septic Internet Marketing Profits. And it is the ultimate guide to successfully marketing your excavation and septic services online for high quality calls, leads, and bigger profits. That's the book on the right. And I'm also going to be a keynote speaker in October at NORA. They have a mega conference this October. That's the National On-Site Wastewater Association right there. Okay. So hopefully I see you there. And we've worked with hundreds of business owners since our start in 2009. There are some of our success stories there. And first off, it's no longer the GMB. Just when everyone was used to calling it the Google My Business listing, they've changed it to the Google Business Profile. So everyone should know what it is we're talking about. It's no longer Google Places. It's no longer Google Plus. It's no longer Google My Business. It's Google Business Profile. So let's look at some other excavation and septic business owners and their Google Business Profile results online. So we are tracking in our dashboard some client results. Here's a client tracking $432,905 in their dashboard, 220 leads. A lot of these come from GMB or GBP. Here's a case study of a client here. They started with 1 review. I'm sorry, 1 star, 3 reviews. They were all 1 star. And through some of the things I'm going to show you today, bumped up that reputation to now they've got actually over 60 5-star reviews. So they've really gone a long way. That image is a little dated. It's showing 44, but they're actually up around 60 right now, crushing it. Here are recent calls as of August 14th coming in from the Google business listing right there. You can see they're tagged as such. And here's another client tracking over $1 million worth of sales bids in their pipeline and over 112 leads. And here's another client with 25 reviews. And after doing some of the things that I'm going to share with you today, they're at well over 100 5-star reviews, which is pretty amazing. And you can do it too. So our mission at Excavation Marketing Pros is to triple the sales of 500 excavation and septic companies. So does your Google Business Profile matter? You can actually chime in on this. There is a Q&A button that you will see somewhere around Zoom if you're joining us. Go ahead and type a 1 in there if you feel that your Google Business Profile does matter. You may not. Chime in a 2 if you think it doesn't. But chime in a 1 if you think it does. So they've done studies on the Google business listing itself, and it still produces 44% of all clicks on the Google search results pages. So that is pretty significant. Why are Google Business Profiles so important? Well, this graph shows you pretty plain and clear. There's 368 calls made to the Google Business Profile. So they're actually finding the number on your Google business listing, clicking the call now button, and calling your business. You turn that in, that's a lead, right? And you turn that into a site visit and hopefully a sale. Now, there are a lot of spam calls too, which is very annoying. So one of the first things I want to share with you is how do you weed out those spam callers? Quite simple, really. You use an IVR menu. So what is an IVR menu? Simply put, it's a brick wall that spammers and robodialers cannot get through. So when they call the business, it's very simply, hey, welcome to Bob's Excavation. Press 1 to speak to someone in sales. Press 2 for customer support. For all other inquiries, press 3. That type of a system seems to kill the spammers and robocallers. And the only people that get through to you are actual qualified leads. So definitely try that out. To set up an IVR menu is very affordable and it won't break the bank and it's going to get rid of all those annoying calls. So that's how you do that. Now, what I'm showing you right here in this graph is a free tool called the Google Keyword Planner. And so you can go to this by going to adwords.com and clicking on the Keyword Planner tool. And what it's going to do is give you a way that you can actually see how your potential customers are looking for your services in your area. You can dial this into your specific counties and see what services they're looking for and how they're searching verbatim. And so in this example, we're typing in excavation, land clearing, lot clearing, and so on. And you can see it's giving search volume for each of those services, as well as other ways your customers are using this. And the value of this is now you know how people are searching, and you can use this in your Google business profile description and on your website to rank in Google. It's as simple as that. These searchers are interested in excavation services, and they have to go somewhere. So what if your business started showing up on page 1 of Google searches for your service area? What impact would that have on your bottom line? So yes, in my humble opinion, your Google business profile matters. Because you can't just rely on pay-per-click alone. Pay-per-click, if you're using it, as you know, sometimes it's great. The calls are coming in. The cost per lead is manageable. It's awesome. And then sometimes it doesn't work so well. So it's nice to have those free leads coming in from the Google Business Profile. So let's talk about some of the biggest changes to your Google Business Profile that are going to affect the leads that you get for your excavating or septic services. First off, Google Business Chat. Unfortunately, they're removing it. They are sunsetting that service. So if you were relying on Google Business Chat for lining up site visits and quotes and estimates, that is all gone. And that's too bad because there was some nice automations that went along with that to qualify leads. And so type in the Q&A box. If you were using the Google Business Chat feature, type, I think it's a Q&A button. Type into the Q&A button if you were actually using that to generate leads for your business. Now, another thing that's changing is you may notice the Google Maps 3-pack is now showing a 4-pack. And that's because they are serving paid ads in the Google Maps section. So that is actually done by Google Local Service Ads. I'm going to explain the difference very briefly moving forward of the different types of Google ad products for you as well. And local service ads, to give you a brief description if you don't know, those are guaranteed leads. It's not a pay-per-click type of a campaign. It is a pay-per-lead campaign, and it can show up in the Google Maps section. Now, you must complete an advanced verification process with Google using a video recording verification. And one other thing I'll note on this as a pro tip, make sure your open corporate's business data, that's the main listing for your business, articles of incorporation, matches what is in the Google business listing for your name, okay? So if you are Bob's Excavation LLC, then your Google business listing needs to reflect the same name. Do that before you publish for easier approval. So here's how the maps section used to look back in the day. On the left, they actually put 6 or 7 local businesses in there, which was really nice because they all showed on the front page. Now, this is what we see on the right. Pretty much the whole half of the page is taken up by ads in most cases. And then below that, you have the 3-pack. Now, what's different is in this image on the right that I'm showing you, that's actually zoomed out. So when you type in like excavation companies near me, really all you see before the fold, before you scroll on a desktop computer is ads. And then once you scroll down past that, you start seeing the Google Maps 3-pack. But still, Google Maps is producing quality calls. Here's an example of the local service ads. As you can see, they pop up right up top above your traditional ads. And then below your traditional ads are the Google Maps listing, your Google business profile. So a little more about local service ads, because I think it's still on topic, is again, this is pay per lead type of a service, not pay per click. And it's guaranteed exclusive leads, which is nice because a lot of the major lead providers like Angie and so on, they are sharing the leads with multiple contractors in your area. And there are categories for excavating and septic services under the main categories, which Google has as tree services, foundation repairs, landscapers, junk removal, and sewage system pros. In these categories are targeted excavation and septic jobs for you. And with this type of ad, people need to confirm they are specifically interested in the services you offer. So how you could use it, for instance, with tree services, under there they have tree and stump removals, they have brush clearing, land clearing. Landscapers category has grading and sloping, retaining walls, dirt and gravel roads. And for sewage system pros, they have septic installations, drain fields, and so on. I do have another workshop in the past that if you go to our YouTube channel, Excavation Marketing Pros, and you look for local service ads or Google LSA, search that in our channel and you can see that other workshop if you want to view that. Now let's take a look at the different search results. If we type in a main keyword phrase, what happens? So the very top, these 3 up top are called local service ads. Below that are called Google text ads. So that's 2 different types of Google products. Okay, they're not the same. The third is a Google Maps ad right there, which is actually generated from local service ads. And then below that are the Google Maps organic listings, which is 100% free, which we're talking about today, which I'm going to show you how to maximize this section to bring in high quality free leads for your excavating and septic services. Now, if you have any interest in signing up for Google local services, I want to give you the link. You go to adwords.google.com/local services/sign up. So back to your Google business profile, formerly known as Google Maps. Who wants to see a major ranking hack? Go ahead and type in the QA button a 1 if you want to see a major ranking hack to rank your Google business listing. I'm more than happy to share it with you, but only if I get a 1. So you have to type a 1. Otherwise, I'm just going to blow right by this. I already know this stuff. Okay. So if you want to see it, give me a 1. Type a 1 into chat or the Q&A box. Awesome. Very cool. I'm seeing some ones. Jason, you're the best. So right here, I want you to notice something. That the search term in Google that this particular potential customer typed in was site prep contractors Orlando. Okay. Now, Google pulls up something like this and see how it has, I circled it, provides landscape site preparation. See how they did that? I'm going to show you right now how to make this setting. So when someone types in a relevant keyword for your business, you can pop up just like this company did. Where you make this setting is in your Google business profile. You're going to click on Edit Services. And right there where it says, do you see a service? Don't see a service you offer, create your own. Right where it says that, you can add in landscape site preparation, just like in that example. And so if people type in different variations of site prep, that would force your ad to appear, your free Google Business Profile listing, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. If you log into your Google Business Profile, it will be plain as day where to go. Just click Edit Services and you can do that. Now I'm going to give you guys 7 foolproof ways to get Google Business Profile leads. Jay Sean, thanks for the 1. Appreciate it, brother. First off, physical commercial office space works best. If you can show a brick and mortar address, that's going to give you much more credibility and brownie points in the eyes of Google. And those businesses willing to show their address always seem to outrank those who do not. Okay, so that's one foolproof way to get ranked and to get more leads. Now, another trick, your public address should match your current business registration that shows in the Open Corporates database. Open Corporates, in case you don't know, that is a leading site that tracks all businesses across the United States. So you would definitely want to create a free account there and see how your business shows up in Open Corporates. Number 3, do event posts from your listing. When you log into your Google Business Profile, it allows you to create what's called an update. This can be a special. This can be something new about your business. It could be a blog post, whatever the heck you want it to be. But there's an option where you can make it an event post. Go ahead and do that because it sends a stronger signal to Google, which will help that post rank better. Make sure your profile strength shows as good. When you log into your Google profile, up towards the right of your business name, it will show profile strength. A lot of times you will see it says you need to complete some steps. Go through that all the way through it and let it show you good profile strength. Next, have a webmaster add a map to your website, okay? This is a little technical, but it is a major trick to rank you on the maps. And what it does, you create this map using the Google Cloud and you embed it on your website. So essentially you are adding a map of your service area attached to your Google Business Profile and embedding it on your website. Next one is a biggie. Train your customers to include a picture with their review. A lot of you guys are getting reviews for your business, which is great. If you can have the customer add a picture, that's going to help you to rank much better and faster in the Google Maps section. If you're ranking more, you're showing up for more keywords for your services, and you're going to be getting more calls and leads. Another important thing to do, number 7, is respond to all reviews, good, bad, or otherwise. Now, 95% of all business owners miss this one, but this is a huge one. It shows activity and new content for your reviews, and it will help bring you up in the rankings. Now, you can automate this and use AI for this. That's what we do, okay? And so we have a special software that handles that, but there's other ones on the market, I'm sure. But by doing this, anytime someone leaves a review, there's a follow-up from you as the business owner saying, hey, thank you so much for your kind words. We greatly appreciate the feedback in your business. And there you go. So those are 7 foolproof ways to get Google Business Profile leads. I'll give you a bonus too. What the heck? You guys are worth it. Have your webmaster use what's called schema, also known as Google Rich Snippets. Do this across your entire website. Without getting too technical, what this is code that specifically tells Google what your services are and everything about your business without it having to rely on going through your content. Good content on your website is a whole nother workshop, okay? So have this on your website as a fail-safe, and that will tell Google exactly what you do, where you do it, and everything about your business. Now, unfortunately, this lead tactic is leaving, and that is the Google Business Chat. And so I mentioned this briefly earlier, and this is really too bad because a lot of good leads did come from this, especially for Septic. And so if you were in the septic industry and you were using this, it worked very well, but unfortunately, they are removing this. It's going to be gone by the end of the month. So type in, if you guys were using Google Chat, I would be curious to know. Type into Q&A if you were, or chat. Now, Google says it has reduced fake maps listings by 70% since 2015. So this was a big thing back in the day that anyone could put up a Google Maps listing with a virtual mailbox, but that has really gotten tough, and it's very hard to do anymore. So if you're not ranking in Google, that could be a good reason why, because you don't have a real address. So what else could be hurting your rankings on the Google Maps, preventing you from getting in that 3-pack? So ideally, you need an office in the city you're targeting to rank well on maps. You can use a home address, by the way. You can set it to private, and if your competition is not crazy strong in that area, you can actually rank in the 3-pack. But if you want to stay incognito, you can't use what's called citation sites for search engine optimization, as they require a public address. And so citation sites are third-party authority websites pointing back to your business saying, yes, this company is legit. This is their name. This is their address. This is their phone number. This is their website. Another thing that could be hurting your maps rankings is, did you try to spam Google with fake locations in the past? They may have that down somewhere, and that would prevent your new location from showing up. If there's an inconsistent name, address, phone number profile among your business directory listings, this is a big one. So it may be that if your company name is Bob's Excavation LLC, that on some sites you're listed as Bob's Excavation and Septic Services LLC, Bob's Excavation Company LLC. And so you might have different names, and that inconsistency is what's hurting you from ranking on Google Maps. Or Another thing that may be preventing you from ranking is, did you put your city name in the categories or in the business listing name itself? So for instance, if you're targeting, let's say you have an excavation company in Tampa and you're putting Bob's Excavation in Tampa, that trick used to work really, really well to rank your company in certain cities. But Google caught on, and so now they're specifically looking if city names are in the actual business listing name. Do you have enough reviews across the web and major social sites and social networks? So how this works is, if you look at your Google business listing, you may notice that your Facebook reviews are tied to it. You may notice that Dex reviews are tied to it, and Bing reviews and things like that. That is because Google is actually using that as a signal for the legitimacy of your business and showing it to other people. So one way to get better results and rankings for your Google business profile is to drive reviews to other places. Okay, so if you've got a lot of reviews on Google, start driving some over to your Facebook business page. Okay, and keep working it like that. So here's our proven formula for getting ranked in the 3-pack. First is to fix the name, address, phone number, website on all the major citation sites. And these include big names like Yelp, like Yahoo Local, Yellowbot. There's just tons of listings out there. Some of these sites do get pretty high traffic, like Bing, and others are just more for authority. But you can siphon off traffic from these, but it also helps to rank your Google business profile by having all those other sites say, yes, this is correct. Your reviews matter. That's going to help rank you as well. And the last one, or not, next to last one, is on-page SEO. So the categories that you're putting for your Google business profile of the different types of excavating and septic jobs you do. For excavating, let's say you do land clearing, lot clearing, demolition, retaining walls, septic installs, yada, 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 right? If those are your Google business categories, then your website needs to mention and reflect those same exact services. And one more thing. So how to claim and optimize your excavation or septic company's Google business profile in 2024. Here's how you do that. Make sure you have a login for your Google My Business account, okay? Because we're seeing a lot of businesses do not have a claimed Google business listing. They never did it. Someone else created it a long time ago, and it's just floating out there in cyberspace. So do make sure you actually have a login for yours. Update your company name to read as your actual company name. Don't add any keywords here. You want a consistent business registration or legal doing business as name in that section. You also, something newer is you can add all your social profiles directly to your Google business profile. So your Facebook page, your TikTok, your LinkedIn, your YouTube channel, all of these can be listed right in your Google business profile, and that is recommended. The more complete you can get your Google business profile, the better it's going to perform. Add your website address. Seems like a simple step. You'd be amazed how many people we talk to don't even have their website address listed in their Google business profile. This will create an important inbound link. Use a local address, no PO box or UPS store. List your hours of operation and your service offers too. And let's talk about photos. Upload as many as possible. You can do this right from your smartphone. Google loves personal profile or personal photos of you and your team, your logoed vehicles and equipment. So pictures like that, pictures of your excavators, your trucks, you can put your logo, you can put coupons. And just keep in mind that I would definitely put photos of you and your team, because people, what we have found, connect with other people, not businesses. All right. So the more that actual people can become familiar with you, the better you're going to do. So leverage that in your Google Maps listing. Here's a major hack to rank in the Google business profile, to rank your listing. See here on this smartphone, all smartphones have what's called location tags. And so what you can do is turn this feature on. This way, anytime that you're taking a photo of your excavating or septic services, it's going to geotag the coordinates of where you did that job. And then when you upload that photo to your Google business profile, it's going to store that geo information in that photo, which is going to help rank your Google business profile. So that's an easy thing. Anyone listening to this workshop right now, you can enable this setting and you can take a photo and you can upload a photo. Any of you can do this. So here's some more pro tips for excavation and septic companies to claim and optimize your Google business profile listing. Set your primary category, to either excavating contractor or septic system service, depending on where you see yourself more as. Choose subcategories such as demolition contractor, forestry service, landscaper. Those get good traffic. Match your website homepage title to your primary category, okay? If you don't know how to do this, your webmaster certainly does. So right here, we can see that a client is listed as excavation contractor, their main profile. And we can see here the homepage title reflects the same exact thing. So that's a good way to help you rank in the maps and also to rank your website on the front page at the same time. So your homework is to go back into your Google business profile and recheck everything. I think that most of you, as long as you have your login, you could knock this out in a good 35, 45 minutes, okay? So under your service area, make sure you add in all your towns and cities you serve, add in your counties, and then in the services section, like you see on the right, add in all the services that you can think of here. So that's first one on the left, you go to business information, and then to add all your services, you go to the services section. And again, that free tool that I told you about called the Keyword Planner, you can use that as your guide for how to list your services. That's a smart way to do it because you can see how they're searching. So there's hundreds of ways people search for excavation, demolition, and septic installs. Look and add the relevant ones for your Google business profile based on the major trend that you see of how people are searching in your area. This is an advanced hack that unless you have some like programming experience, hand something like this off to your webmaster. And what we're looking at here is Google Rich Snippets schema for your website. And this particular client is showing 47 items. This is specific code for Google that lets them know what you do, where you do it, and you can list all kinds of things in there to get brownie points. Your local business information, your reviews can all be optimized and show up in Google search. Videos, as you see, all of that, as long as you document it properly, you can index all of that for better Google search results. So Google rich snippets, those are considered a must. Basically what it is, it's easy to find structured data that Googlebot looks for about local excavation and septic contractors, about their businesses. Google looks for this code on your website and makes decisions how to rank you for local search queries. You can add specialized codes such as the NAICS code, business license number, your services, videos, logos, and other items to make yourself more credible in the eyes of Google. The advantage is that you don't need to rely on content on your website pages to rank. This will help you rank even without that. And it tells Google how to categorize and rank you. And it's become a top practice by the top search engine optimizers in 2024. On the left is a little look at what it looks like, okay? It's got images there, and it's got specific offers, which we see as site preparation, the next offer, land clearing, the next offer, brush clearing, the next offer, excavation. You see up top, latitude, longitude, actually pointing to where your business is located, right there. And there's the service offers, and you can see those mimic the actual search phrases that people are typing in Google according to the keyword planner. And you can see that the images in this code show up in Google search right there. How cool is that? So you can test your own website right now using their free tool by going to search.google.com/test/rich-results. You can see here a test site by this company showing no items detected. So it's good to know if you have that or not. Little or no Google rich snippets might be the reason you're not ranking on Google or in the Google Maps section. Here are some best practices for excavation and septic contractors for their Google business listing. Update your photos and add them on a consistent basis. Leverage Google Posts. By posting weekly, this can be automated and scheduled out. You can do this in a weekend and not a whole lot of time. And you can actually send those posts to other profiles for even more of an impact. You can automate all that to go out to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter, and so on. Be sure to respond to reviews as the owner. Don't miss that very simple step that if someone gives you a review, to respond back. We automate that so we never miss it, but you can do it one-on-one if you like too. Answer questions that get posted to your GMB. That's a new one, is a way to get better rankings for the Google business listing is to have questions asked in the frequently asked questions section and then answer them. The next thing, building citations and consistency with your NAP. That's the name, address, and phone number of your business. So lots of citations across the web is helpful so long as they're consistent, showing the same company name, address, and phone number for your business. Another thing you want to watch out for is to limit duplicate or incorrect business information. Pay attention to data aggregators. So have you ever wondered how to show up on Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant or Siri, those voice searches are done through these 4 aggregators right here: Factual, Axiom, Infogroup, Newstar. They will distribute you to over 300 online search sites, as well as get you in these major voice search providers. So best tools for citations that you can use, here's some of them: Bright Local, WhiteSpark, Advice Local, Moz Local, and of course, Yext. Fix citation sites with misinformation is one great way to start ranking in Google, as well as the Google Maps section. So on the left is a report of a business showing 100% inaccurate listings. And believe it or not, it's quite common, where it's either the wrong name, the wrong phone number, or the wrong address on multiple sites, or the listing just doesn't exist at all. Now, at Excavation Marketing Pros, we will run a free citation consistency and accuracy report for you. To get that, you can type the word citation to 866-723-5221, and there will be an automated reply that will give you a link to the web page I'm going to give you now, which is excavationmarketingpros.com/citation. And citation is spelled Citation. So you'll come to a page that looks like this, and there you can enter in your business information to get your free business citation report. So the best practice is to manually claim and optimize your Google business profile. The problem that a lot of businesses ran into is they had someone create it through automation and they never got to claim ownership of it, which is too bad. So that's the one you really want to do on your own. You want to claim it and own it. Use a tool like Yext or one of those other data aggregators for direct API access to the 50 of the top citation listings. Ideally, you want to get on all of them, okay? But Yext will get you on the top 50. Get listed in the major data aggregators. That way you get on the full 300 plus. And you can leverage a tool like Bright Local, WhiteSpark, LoganX to find niche listing opportunities. Here's an example of some top citation sites for excavation and septic contractors that have a lot of search engine optimization juice to rank your website. We see sites like Networks, Contractors, Fixer, BuildZoom, HomeBlue. There's a list of them right there. And again, if you want our list of top citation sites, you can go and text citation to 866-723-5221 or visit excavationmarketingpros.com/citation. So the third one I want to show you here, get lots of real reviews. You can see the ranking trend right there. That Plateau Excavation is on top with 50, then J.E. Dunn Construction has 26, then Zenon and Zenon has 6. More often than not, in the markets, local markets, you will see something like this, where usually whoever has the most reviews is ranking on top. Your strategy for driving consistent reviews should look like this. Leverage tools that will request a review after every service call. So for instance, when you go out and you do a job, right after you complete it, ideally you want something that is going to automate an email and a text message to them. The only other thing I would add on top of that is that you or someone from your team personally hand them something physical. It can be a card or it could be a little invoice with a QR code. that is going to drive them straight to your Google business profile listing to leave a review. Okay, those are the three. So two of those are 100% automated by text and email. The other requires you to physically hand something out. So leave a printed review card, right? That's what I just talked about. Train your team to plant the seed and deliver a world-class experience. Make a call after you do the service to walk them through the review process. And build reviews and recognition into your company culture. That is really what drives the next sales, is the social proof. So I showed you that one client that had the 3 one-star reviews. Really, they got no leads from the internet at all, and that was not a good reflection of their business, but that was the reason why. Once they started leveraging automation to start building reviews online, the whole perception of their business changed drastically. And from there, it was much easier for them to get in new leads and new jobs from the internet. So here's a little look at our software that we use, that it uses automation, but then at the same time, you, the business owner, could just click the star button there and it would immediately send your customer an SMS and an email to get their feedback straight to your Google business profile. It's as simple as that. Here are some other top tools that you can use to drive reviews for your excavation or septic business using automation. There's Nearby Now, Review Buzz, Bird Eye, and Customer Lobby, just to name a few. Let's talk about on-site optimization. So a strong website with good content and user experience will help. And the reason why this is important is because the Google Business Profile does connect to your website. It does read through the content. And this is evident in some of the search queries. You will see that next to your Google Business Profile for some searches, it will say, according to the website this business provides. It actually says that the website says they do this. Leverage multimedia videos to improve on-page time. That is because Google tracks how long people stay on your website. The longer people stay in the eyes of Google, the more valuable the content is on your website. So video is pretty much the main trick of the trade to keep people on your site. They love drone footage. They love demolition, of course. People like to see the buildings being taken down. Put a page for each of your services. The cities that you serve should all have their own page. Unique content on every page. Don't duplicate content. A frequently asked questions page is great. There's a book out by Marcus Sheridan called They Ask You Answer, which is pretty much how you can do your content to have it rank on Google. Some of the more technical bits: keyword in the page title and heading tag. It's not too complicated, but if you have a webmaster, you could hand that off to them and they could certainly handle that piece. Name, address, phone number should be in the footer, and it should match your Google business listing, as well as the same name, address, phone number that appears on all your citation sites. Everything should match. Having a blog helps with ongoing updates, and the blog posts you can post straight from your Google business profile. Page speed matters. Focus your meta descriptions. That's the text that actually appears in search. Should have a main keyword phrase and should sell the click. So I give you a little example of what that would look like. Top-rated land clearing company in Tampa. Avoid costly mistakes. Click for free guide. Fast quotes by text. So the main keyword phrase here would be land clearing company in Tampa, and how we're trying to sell the click is avoid costly mistakes. Everyone wants to avoid costly mistakes. Click for free guide so they know they're going to get something for free. Fast quotes by text. People love things quick. So the end result for our proven formula for getting ranked in the 3-pack, it looks like this. Get listed on all the major citation sites using one of those tools that I showed you. Make sure you're getting reviews after every job. And when you get the review, you're going to either respond to those reviewers through automation or as yourself, okay? But that needs to be done. Have someone handle your on-page search engine optimization so it reflects the same services that you're promoting in your Google business profile. And sell the click. I showed you an example of that in the previous slide. The off-page search engine optimization stuff, that is, of course, to claim and optimize your Google business listing, get lots of citations across the web, build up your online reviews, leverage some of those automation tools like I showed you, Nearby Now, Bird Eye, Review Buzz, Customer Lobby, Podium. Build authoritative links back to your websites from other websites. So maybe you have affiliations with the Chamber of Commerce or other business networking associations. See if they would put a link from their site back to your site. Content syndication. So that would be posting your content in your Google business profile as well as your other social profiles is going to establish more of a credibility and authority for your business. So a simple blog post won't do it. I'll show you how we do it. It's a little advanced, but at least you can see what it takes to rank in Google using an authority signal generation approach. So there's a cutting edge content distribution platform for developing local excavation and septic company authority signals using what's called EAT, E-A-T, to achieve superior search visibility. So what does that mean in plain English? EAT stands for expertise, authority, and trust. These are the 3 things that Google is looking for in its algorithm to rank businesses. Expertise would include quality, structured, and media-rich content. Authority would be publishing regularly on major business directories and social networks such as Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. And trust would be passing trust and page rank signals would help to rank that content. This is an SEO periodic table, which goes over kind of how we look at content in the back end. And here are some page quality ratings. Some of the most important factors here to consider is the purpose of the page. You want to have expertise, authoritative, trustworthiness. Your main content quality and amount. 250 words doesn't seem to be enough. So if you go through your website pages and it looks like there's just a couple hundred words, that could be why you're not ranking. You need to have sometimes 500, 700, or 1,000 words or more. And then Google rich snippets, that will help rank you. Some other special local search engine optimization ranking factors. Google uses a different algorithm for local searches, which places importance on 3 important ranking categories and their supporting signals. First is proximity, that if the person searching for your excavating or septic services is within 15 miles, you've got a really good shot at showing up for that. Beyond 15 miles, it's going to be pretty tough to rank. Okay, so if you want to rank in those other markets outside of 15 miles, you're going to need to get an office there. Sometimes there are virtual offices or shared offices that can work, but that's kind of how that works. So how close your business is to the person searching, they use zip codes and geo coordinates to track that, so you can add those to your content. Relevance, how relevant is the search term for your business? So this is why you want your Google Business Profile to list all the different variations of the services you offer. Because if someone searches that, but you don't have it listed, then you're not going to show up for it. And how do they determine this? Well, one is they see what are the services listed in your profile. The next is they look at the content on your website, and they look at the signals pointing to your website. Prominence is what is the authority of the local business in terms of EAT, expert, authority, and so on. Your brand mentions, they're looking for link signals, number of reviews you have versus your competition. Using syndication of your content will drastically improve your prominence of your business. Typically, if you're just starting this, it can take 3 to 6 months to see results from these efforts. So on page, just to recap, you want pages for each of your services and main cities on your website. You want to optimize those page titles, those heading tags, the page URLs, images, all to be for your services and the cities you serve. Unique content for all pages, your Google business listing, you claim and optimize that. Add your business to Yext or one of those major citation platforms and add it to one of those 4 major data aggregators to get on voice search as well. Put a system in place for driving online reviews and add new citations on an ongoing basis. Ongoing content, push new blog posts and social posts to your major social profiles. Leverage your signals of expertise, authority, and trust. Create multiple do-follow backlinks to your website, your Google business, and internal pages on your site. And then you can map your Google business. You can take your Google business listing map, put that on your website, and then keep adding fresh content. I know that was a lot, guys, but that's what it takes. So some of that was more advanced. Some of those things you can do on your own. So if you're not ranking on page 1 in Google, could it be one or more of these things I've shown you today? Type in the Q&A if you did learn at least one thing. Type a 1 if you learned at least one thing that you can do to rank in the Google business listing and to get leads. Type a 1. Now we do have a free excavation and septic accelerator session. That's a call where we do an analysis of your online visibility, custom keyword list of most important search terms for the jobs you want to do. So that homework, a ranking report showing where you rank currently, an analysis of your online directory listings and consistency, analysis of your online reviews and reputation compared to your competitors, and an analysis of your social presence, and an analysis of your website conversion effectiveness. You can get this by going to excavationmarketingpros.com/schedule. So do you want more Google business resources, step-by-step playbook, on how you can set this stuff up yourself? If so, visit excavationmarketingpros.com/GBP. So any takeaways? Anyone want to share what they learned, what they notice? Anything like that? Type in the Q&A if there's something you want to share or if there's a question you have. If you want any help, type "Let's talk" in the Q&A box. Now we do a free SEO review and visibility scan. And so if you text citation to 866-723-5221, that's 866-723-5221. If you type citation, we will send you this report, or you can visit excavationmarketingpros.com/citation. And you'll get a free SEO review. It includes an analysis of your online visibility, custom keyword list of most important search terms for your business, ranking report showing where you rank currently, analysis of your online directory listings and reputation, analysis of social presence, analysis of website conversion effectiveness. You can get all those things. There's the number, there's the link. So let's talk. If you need any help, let us know. Otherwise, I will go ahead and bring this workshop to a close. I want to thank all of you for joining us, and hopefully you found this very helpful, and I look forward to your success. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Bye.